Wait.
Tuesday's not so good. Got through it. I gotta go, man. I gotta go.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Hey, we gotta get this mic on now, man. Come on, where have you been?
Slides! Oh my god, slides! Burning slides!
Slides? Who uses slides, man? Do we even have a projector?
Oh, makeup, makeup! We need some help here.
Oh, yes, you do. Thank goodness I'm so good with this brush. You going for that geeky professor look? 'Cause you sure got it down.
What in blue blazes are they doing down there? 1 minute to talent.
You better get out there, Doc. Break a leg.
30 seconds to talent.
Whoa. What is this thing? Is this like from the 60s or something? Man. Oh, your slides are all vertical. This is totally the wrong format.
15 seconds to talent.
What?
Tape's rolling. Cue talent.
Go! Huh?
Cut! Cut! This isn't working for me, people. This is just a mess. What are you doing? I can't work with this. You're late. Your clothes are terrible. Do you know anything about television? Who won the Emmy? I won an Emmy. You need to give me something to work with here. Look at that. You have an audience out there. Look at that. You need to give them something. You need to follow
A simple lecture for a man of letters. A task he's performed 1,000 times. Dust off the lecture notes, load up the slides, and impart the knowledge of the ages to another eager group of students. Only this time, there's someone new in the audience. The diabolical presence of the television director and his crew, concerned not with learning, but with camera angles and microphones. Our subject is no longer an esteemed professor, but the ridiculed novice, stuck for what seems an eternity in the Talent Zone.
It was a nightmare. The faces, the powder, the yelling. It was show business. It had nothing to do about learning or teaching. They yelled at me about my slides. They told me my clothes were all wrong, and the lights were so bright I couldn't even see my students. I'll never do a videotape again. Unless Ken Burns wants to film me for PBS.
There's often a big difference between giving a lecture in a classroom and recording a lecture for television. Concessions must be made for the camera and the television audience. Those concessions may seem strange or even ludicrous to the lecturer. Let's look at ways to make the process a little easier, starting with a real director, a calm one.
Oh, thank you, Rod. The professor and I were just going over plans for his next lecture. Remember, television production is not inexpensive, so efficiency is very important. Last-minute changes can be huge problems, so meet with me, the director, before the event. Tell me your expectations, and I'll let you know if those are going to work on television. We want to deliver a broadcast-quality product, but we want you to be comfortable with your part.
Many people ask about makeup. Although it's invisible to your eye, I'm wearing makeup right now. But you may not have to. Let the professionals tell you whether you need it or not.
I make my living doing this, but I'd have to say that in most cases, you won't need it to deliver a televised lecture. The floor director will tell you if you have a damp or a shiny look, and if you do, don't fuss when we powder you. That powder will give you a natural appearance. Now for women, it is a little bit different. We're more used to seeing women wearing makeup. So my advice is to wear it if you have it. Go with the same look you'd put on for a business meeting, not your sultry evening look.
Sartorially speaking, don't be intimidated by the fact that this is a special event which will be seen by many people. Wear something for your television appearance that expresses the way you want people to think of you. Perhaps what you'd normally wear to a presentation at a conference. Something comfortable, but within acceptable guidelines for television.
Yes, television does have some limitations, so you should think about that before your lecture. First, this jacket won't work. Tell them why, Rod.
It's known as moire. It's a vibration effect that happens when narrow, contrasting stripes interfere with the scanning lines of the television system. It can happen with some striped shirts or the design on suit jackets, such as herringbone.
Very cool effect, but not good on you. Narrow stripes on shirts and ties cause the same problem, so let's change to a solid color. Oops, not white. Without a jacket, this is going to be too bright. It'll wash out or maybe even glow, especially if you have dark skin. And not red, because it can look fuzzy and blurry sometimes. For the best look, a solid like this green is good. Add a nice jacket to finish the look. Now, if you're female, watch out for jewelry. Necklaces and bracelets can cause noise and interfere with the microphone. We may ask you to take them off. Or go with a single strand of pearls instead.
Consider your visual presentation as well. Television is a horizontal format with an aspect ratio of 4:3. The center of the screen is called the safe title area. Don't put important information at the edges of your screen or it will probably be cut off. And make your information big and bold so the viewers can read it clearly. Combine colors with a strong contrast like this. And remember, trust your director's advice in everything.
Okay, Professor, the most important thing to remember is to just relax. When you come out here, you're just talking to your students. Do what you normally do, and you're going to be fine.
What about the lights? They seem kind of bright.
Well, we need them bright for the television, and that's why we're out here now, so you can get used to it. Just come out here.
It's up to you. The difference between success and failure, a professional presentation worthy of national broadcast distribution, or a heap of digital refuse that would make a community access cable manager blush. It's your choice. Will you find televised acclaim or be trapped forever in the talent zone?
Wow. Thanks, Rod. I know what my choice is. You know, I have some interesting ideas on my own. I was wondering if we could try something where I'm...
Don't go too far. There's only one Spielberg.